Three, two, one. Welcome to Abundance, a podcast program about the abundance mindset. My name is Zhou Fang. I am your host. Together, we will explore the abundance mindset and practice together. Welcome aboard. Hello there. Welcome back to Abundance, a podcast program about the world of abundance, the abundance mindset, and how to practice it. And I am your host and teacher, Zhou Fang. Today, we're going to talk about home and home searching. Home is such a big component in the abundance mindset. I feel like a lot of us, a kind of like a existential question is, what is home? And where is home? How can I find my home? And, what used to be home may not be my home anymore. So where am I going next? I think home, to a lot of people, it is a house, it is a apartment or, roof over our head. And also philosophically or even spiritually, home can be something even bigger, right? Like, where do I belong? Or some people may say, wherever I am home. So I think that would be really cool if I can get there and consider wherever I am, there is home. But I think home is such a big topic in the discussion of the world of abundance and the abundance mindset practice. And also, yesterday I went to see the Odyssey, the new Christopher Nolan movie with my boyfriend. And by the time, it's a long movie, it's almost 3 hours. And I'm not going to spoil it, but at some point, when this very loyal dog shows up and wagging its tail, I just started crying, because for me that is such a signal of, the dog saying welcome home, right? Like, I'm so happy to see you and I'm so glad that you are home. And that moment just made me very emotional because, of course, whenever I return home or get home, my dog would greet me with, tail wagging and sometimes some jumping as well. And that is such a I don't know, just emotional kind of reminder of home for me is when my dog welcomes me home. And also the whole movie, is for Odysseus to find home, like this kind of arduous journey after war, right? You win a war and then now it's time to go home. But can you actually get there? That is a really good question. So everyone has their own interpretation and understanding and experience with home or the search of home. And for me, very much a few things come to mind. One is belonging. Where do you belong? When you get to a certain place, do you feel like I am at the right place, right? Like, you don't feel like you are out of place. Sometimes when I go to, say, a neighborhood or area or even an event, I might feel that, I'm not supposed to be here. This is not for me. So the sense of like not belong, for me is like I am not home, right? But sometimes when we say, I feel at home, or when you are at someone's house for a party or for like a dinner event, the host will say, make yourself home. That's a welcoming message to say, you belong, you have arrived, please join us, right? That's like, I have found my home, or I have found my people. And that's a very kind of like personal thing, and everyone will have their own kind of experience with that. So that's one. Home to me, or the search of home, also means the search of belonging or the sense of belonging. And the second is, that's more kind of from a geographic perspective or from a physical or location related perspective. I feel home is about land stewardship. we are the stewards of this land, wherever you are and wherever you live or wherever you travel to. We are the stewards of this land. This land belonged to someone. And right now, it is in your care. It is in your stewardship. But we don't really own this land. Like, of course, when you buy a piece of property, right? When you buy a lot, when you buy a house, when you buy an apartment building, on paper, you own this land. But at the end of the day, do you actually own it? Does this land actually belong to you? We are all stewards of this world, of this land, I feel we are assigned kind of to watch over or take care of this land by Mother Nature or by the universe, depending on what you believe, what your belief system is, right? But really, I think home, the second point is about land stewardship. We are meant to take care of this land. Wherever we are, we take care of it. And that also goes to when we visit nature, when we go hiking, when we go to the coast, or when you go to the beach, or when you go to the forest or a city, right? We are supposed to take care of it. We are visitors. We don't own this place. So when we are visiting, we should also just be mindful about where we are, take care of this place, don't hurt this place, don't pollute this place, etc. So that's land stewardship for me, in the discussion of home search. Number 3, we talked about, in the story of the Odyssey, Odysseus, he and his people, his men, they won the war, right? And then they try to go home. And the thing is, does home really mean peace? Because there is pretty much another war at home as well. There are so many people going after his family and try to take over the realm, right? So oftentimes, especially in contemporary kind of history, we look at the last 100 years or so. I mean, of course, humanity has been around forever or for a very long time. We are never unfamiliar with war. And last 100 years, we have witnessed so many wars in basically our modern society or contemporary society. One thing that people try to tell us is war brings peace. I want peace, therefore I start the war because I want to bring peace back. The thing is, violence does not end violence, right? A war does not end a war. If you have seen the movie Arrival, right? The aliens, 12 kind of spaceships, they visit the Earth and they are trying to send a message. Violence and war does not bring people together. It breaks people up. It's divisive. It stops communication from each other when we are in war. And to me, that movie is a really strong message for, peace. Peace brings peace, and peace keeps peace around, not the other way around. Like war does not bring peace. We cannot use violence to stop violence. So if we say, this is my home, or this is my country, this is my place, and in order to defend it or reclaim it or take it back, because this is my land and I am the rightful owner or I am entitled to this land. In order to do that, I am entitled or my violence is justified. I feel that's a stretch. If this is your home, then this can also be someone else's home. Home belongs to everyone. And if we happen to be on the same piece of land, it just means we deserve to be there all together. And we deserve to coexist on this land. Like I said, we are the stewards of the land. We can take ownership of this partnership together, take this stewardship together. We can coexist. Not only coexist, yes, we can tolerate each other, sure. We can also work with each other. We can collaborate. We can do things together. Say, I have a different belief system from you. That's fine, because ultimately, what you believe in, I want to believe, is about love. And love is the ultimate abundance, right? If that's what you are going after, love and peace and stability, then I hope you want the same things for your fellow people, fellow human beings as well. And if you're coming from that perspective, then of course, this land is for everyone to share. And we can coexist in this world, regardless of your country, regardless of your, identity. How do you want to identify yourself? Regardless of your belief systems, or regardless of your culture, your language, your background, we have come here together, and we have lived here. We all have, and if this is the right place for you, this is also the right place for me and other people. Because as I mentioned earlier in previous episodes, we are one. And of course, we want us to be well. We want us to be home. Therefore, we want peace for everyone. Home is peace. Home is not violence. Home is not war. And if the movie, now I'm blanking on the name. If the movie taught me something, is that in the search of home, we may endure a lot of hardship. We may endure a lot of, injustice or a lot of heartbreaks, etc. But at the end of the day, we reflect on it. War is not the answer. Peace is the answer. And I hope we can all go home, and we can all feel home, or we can all feel at home wherever we are, wherever you are. And if you don't feel at home right now or this moment, I also want to say it will get better. And things will get better. And I really, really believe, better days will come and home will return. Or I should say, we will all return home at some point, because we all belong and we are all stewards of this land, and we all deserve peace. And all those three components to me mean home to me. And if you are out there in the search of home, I hope this resonates with you. And if you do enjoy this episode, please hit like. Please leave your thoughts and comments and your reflections on, home and what is home for you. And I hope you share with your friends and family, and subscribe, of course, and turn on the notifications. And if you feel compelled to support this program, please follow the kind of information in the show notes. We would love for you to support us, and we are so appreciative. And with that, that is today's episode about home. And again, we're one, and I believe that abundance belongs to us all. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, take care and thank you.